Welcome to WCA World News, bringing you global stories that shape our world. Today we're diving into a groundbreaking report that offers rare insights into Saudi Arabia's shifting stance on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, widely seen as the future face of Saudi Arabia, made some surprising remarks that could reshape Middle Eastern diplomacy. A recent report has revealed a confidential conversation between U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken and Saudi Arabia's de facto leader, Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, during Blinken's visit to Saudi Arabia back in January. The two leaders met in the historic city of al-Ula to discuss the prospect of normalizing ties between Saudi Arabia and Israel. But the outbreak of war in Gaza just months later would derail those talks, changing the entire dynamic. Now, here's where things get really interesting. According to the report, when asked by Blinken if Saudi Arabia could tolerate Israel's potential military operations in Gaza after signing a normalization deal, Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman offered a candid response. He reportedly said, "Do I care personally about the Palestinian issue? I don't. But my people do." This comment shines a light on a generational shift in Saudi Arabia, with 70% of Saudi Arabia's population being younger than the Crown Prince himself. Most of them have only recently become aware of the Palestinian issue, primarily due to the recent escalation in Gaza. But despite the Crown Prince's personal views, he knows the public sentiment cannot be ignored. Polling during the early stages of the Gaza conflict revealed that over 90% of Saudis believe Arab states should cut ties with Israel. Yet, amid this wave of public opinion, the Saudi government has reportedly cracked down on pro-Palestinian expressions, detaining people for social media posts and even for wearing the iconic Palestinian keffiyeh in the holy city of Mecca. But despite the public pressure and personal risks, Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman also expressed concern that pursuing a normalization deal with Israel could have life-threatening consequences, even citing the assassination of Egypt's President Anwar Sadat after signing a peace accord with Israel. Still, the Crown Prince is open to a potential deal, but only under certain conditions. In public statements, he has reaffirmed that Saudi Arabia will not normalize relations with Israel without the establishment of an independent Palestinian state with East Jerusalem as its capital. The kingdom will not cease its diligent efforts to establish a Palestinian state, he declared during a recent annual address, making it clear that normalization with Israel would only happen if it aligns with broader regional goals. Additionally, Saudi Arabia is looking for something in return: a mutual defense treaty with the United States. This would require approval from the U.S. Senate, and the Crown Prince believes it's more likely to happen under the Biden administration, especially if the deal includes provisions for a Palestinian state. But as tensions continue to flare in Gaza, and with talks on hold, the region's political landscape is in flux. Can Saudi Arabia navigate this delicate balancing act between normalizing ties with Israel and addressing its people's concerns over Palestine? We'll be watching closely as this story develops, so stay tuned to WCA World News for the latest updates on this pivotal moment in Middle Eastern diplomacy. What are your thoughts on this situation? Could a Saudi-Israeli normalization deal reshape the region? Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more breaking news from around the world. Let us know in the comments below.